Well, hello everybody. My name is Scott. Today, let's read about four top habits that are destroying your life. Did you ever feel like your daily routine are just starting to make you worse? Well, today let's talk about some of them and see how to improve this problem. Well, look at the first one. Trying to be perfect at anything. Sometime in your life, you could meet a lot of people that are so perfect that you set yourself a goal on trying to be perfect at anything. You look at others. There's a girl around you that's good at English. There's a girl around you that's good at physics. There's a girl around you that's good at a lot of things. And you think they are so perfect. And you want to try to be perfect like them. And that is the point here. You're trying to be perfect, and it's not perfect at all. Everybody in the world will once have a fault or will once do something wrong. Nobody in the world is perfect. If you're trying to be perfect, then I think that people won't like you as you're not perfect. Maybe you are good, maybe you're smart, maybe you're beautiful, but people will much more consider people that sometimes will get a false answer at something more than a person that's always perfect at anything. So that they feel like they just use up human that they can be friends with. If trying to be perfect at anything is nearly impossible, because in the world there's thousands of things that a person isn't good at. No matter if who you are, there's still gonna be times when in your life there could be a lot of big problems for you. So there's nothing to be caring about being perfect. Or next one is getting stuck in a relationship. Or in this case, I should say a toxic relationship. Did you ever feel like in the past your relationship did you feel like now your relationship isn't working like in the past? In the past, both of you really does spend time with each other. You does really care about each other and you always want to try to be with them. But as time flows by, the relationship is starting to get far. Both of the partners are starting to avoid each other and avoiding spending their time with their partner. And it's gonna be something really, really bad. Especially even if you're in a toxic relationship but just want to stay. Or if you're in a relationship that doesn't help you at all or doesn't have any meaning, but you just want to stay. It's destroying your life, your time, your mental health, your physical health, and a lot more. Imagine you in a relationship where nothing happens to you and you're nothing compared to them. It'd be something really, really cringe, right? So try to get out of a relationship where it harms you, and especially if that's a toxic habit, if that's a toxic relationship, or a relationship that both of you guys just didn't want. And the next one we have is not changing. Not changing. Well, do you ever face somebody that always will have one way of thinking without changing? Like in the past, people always think that spiritually is really, really important, and we should never try to disbelieve spirituality. Even these days, lots of people in the world, not just in one country, are believing on the spirituality. And it's totally fine. But the fact here is that you're not changing. You're not trying to have an open minded brain. You're not trying to change your ways of thinking. You're not trying to change on your traditional, your cultural actions. You're not trying to change. And you're not trying to improve yourself. You always will have the thinking that you're the best and everything that you think is true. And it's totally wrong. So maybe even sometimes when you are living correct, you should try to change and you should try to look at the other angles in life because it will be so much better if you know how to change. And our last word we have here is unhealthy work environment. In a work environment, we will need a really comfortable work environment to work nicely and to enjoy your work. If you have an unhealthy work environment, it could be an environment where people around you are unaccepted, where people around you are rude, where the environment around you doesn't look good, or maybe even when your work doesn't contain what you like to do. Try to change your work environment because that's what everybody is streaming for. Changing your work environment. So that is all for today's video. Today we talk about the 4 habits and the 4 actions that would destroy your life if you continue to do it. Well, try to stop these, like what I've said, last minute, and try to be somebody better in an easier way, not in this hard way that you always put your life into. Okay, goodbye.